This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Sometimes shit happens, someone has to deal with it, and who are you going to call?
Well, so much for my face down walk, afternoon walk. I stepped out the door and it started dumping down rain. And I said, well, bag that idea. I could grab my raincoat, no worries, and go walk around in the rain. That's not a big deal. But facing down, because of my eye, it kind of makes it a little sketchy. So I turned back inside, and then it stopped raining. So I went, oh, okay, I'll go for a walk. I walk outside again, and it starts dumping down rain again. And I'm like, well, you know, what do you do, right? I really want to go for a walk, but looking down, like I said, it's kind of dangerous with one eye, with this eye being blurry, and I'm supposed to keep it open and be down, like I've said for 2,500 times at least, and I'm wearing my glasses, so it gives me a total depth perception issue. So my doctor said walk at a snail's pace, literally, which is no fun, but it gets me outside and gets me some natural vitamin D. But when it's raining or not raining, I don't know how much vitamin D you're going to get, but at any rate, I get some fresh air. But I'm not going to walk in the rain because historically I end up breaking myself. So I hear my neighbors behind me. They're like, oh, Mitch is out. Let's go say hi. Which is great. But, I got something going on here. Little fuzz or something. Anyway, we have cats here in our complex. There's 6 or 8 community cats, and there's one dog, but I wish you had more. Just the one. Now, that's the landlord's dog, Brownie, and he comes out all the time. As soon as he sees me, he comes running, and kind of like at Chuck's, when Chuck gets home from a trip, his dog comes to greet him, or their community dog comes to greet him. And so here we've got Brownie, and then the landlord's cousin lives that way about 300 meters, and they have a dog. So it'll be here during the day playing, as long as the front gate's closed, because they're real nervous about Brownie getting out. So I find myself many times helping find Brownie, not the kind of brownies that I like to eat, but Brownie, because they're concerned that their dog may get lost, and I can totally appreciate that. But so yeah, I found Brownie down. So if the landlord goes one way on the motorbike, I start walking the other direction and start looking down the couple of soys that we've got near me. And then I look down there's a long driveway, dirt driveway, with a pond, a big pond. You could call it a lake if you wanted to, but it's a big pond. And 9 times out of 10, it's like I'm the hero, because I find Brownie, and I don't know the other dog's name. I just say the cousin's dog. And they're all, you know, belly deep or more in muck, yeah, having a great time. You know, I think it's funny. You know, and then I'll wave the landlord down at the street and go point down. She'll go down and grab it with the collar, and then she'll come down and then, can you take Brownie home? You know, because she's riding a motorbike and doesn't want to pick him up. And I get it, you know, get all muddy. Now look at this, the frickin' sun is just beaming down. But I guarantee you, as soon as I go out, it's gonna start dumping. So I'm just gonna chill out on the walk for now. So anyway, but what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought, like I always do. So we get the dog, I bring it back, bring it inside, close the gate, and then I go, you know, you're in trouble, buddy. You're in trouble. And I'm always saying, give me a week. Let him stay with me a week. And I guarantee you, he will sit, heel, you know, stay on command from a distance, and he will not bolt and run away and not listen. I've had really good luck with all the dogs I've owned. I'm a dog person, but I've had cats as well. And one of my cats was more like a dog than a cat, which was really a trip, you know. He'd see me driving down the driveway, and he'd come running, just like a dog would. And then I'd go, hey, open my door, and then he'd jump on my lap. Craziest thing. But the coyotes got him. I've told a bunch of you guys that already, but the coyotes got him. And then one 4th of July, my female cat got spooked, you know, from the fireworks, and I figured, oh, because usually I bring them inside and close the doggy door, because I never had litter boxes and stuff like that. I let them come and go as they wanted, and they would come and sleep at night in the house. Each of them had their own favorite spot on the sofa where I had a blanket for them and stuff. And but I wasn't able to get her inside. Princess. I didn't name her. My kids named her. But anyway, you know, I didn't get her inside. Man, that sun feels good. Anyway, didn't get her inside in time before the craziness started with the fireworks, and she was gone. And then I figured she'll be back in a couple of days, but that was the last time I saw her. You know, freaking sucks. But I found Smokey, my cat. The coyotes got him, man, because I could see his. I don't want to be gross, but his entrails along the green belt alongside my house, you know, so that freaking sucked. And of course my dog, you know, he lived to be 15. I'm way off on a tangent now, but anyway. So yeah, I'm primarily a dog person, but I love cats too. And now I'm gonna tip my camera over. Look, that sun is just cranking, man. I'm gonna look up for just a second to see the sky. Oh man, blue cow. The neighbor just drove up. He probably thinks I'm rude because I didn't wave. He gave me a nod, but I didn't wave back. Anyway, new neighbor, new husband and wife over there. And then behind me, I've got a wonderful police officer and his pregnant wife living behind me now. So that's pretty cool, because people that work together, hang together, and you know what I mean. So it's always nice to get so to be noticed in your community in case you end up, breaking a traffic law or something, and oh hey Mitch, or sweaty cup Mitch, Kun Mitch, Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go for my walk with one of my favorite shirts. Anyway, so anyhow, that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. Let's see, it's Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. 18th, maybe? June? I don't know. I know Father's Day was Sunday, I think. Yeah, I think it was. In America, anyway. I don't know. I'm retired. I lose track of days, dates. Unless I've got it programmed in my calendar to remind me of something. An event or children's birthdays or that kind of thing. So, or a wedding I have to go to, or want to go to, I should say. But anyway, so I'm through Babylon. 11 minutes of your wasted time. But and face down at that, so you can see if I need my nose hairs trimmed. I do need a shave. But I've managed to keep my eye open and at least 90% face down, so I'm not breaking any of my doctor's rules. All right, you guys have a wonderful day or evening or afternoon, wherever you find yourself in the world today. See ya. Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.